Take it to the floor, then bring it up. Now back it up. Back it up.
I like the way you move your nookie or your snapper got home.
There it is. There it is. Killer City 816. We down here in the basement, BLE Studios, in conjunction with Wise Entertainment. Holla at your boy. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We back in here doing this shit. I got my boy Chuck on the side and shit.
Yeah.
We about to spit some real shit. Something you millennials definitely need to hear. Because y'all be on bullshit sometimes. So peep game, man. Without further ado, we going to get this shit cracking. You want to give any shout-outs, anything before we get started?
Just my whole team, man. You know, everybody know they is.
Hey, man, so while we on this shit right now, while we talking, you know any new projects coming out? You got any people out there that's doing anything new and doing improved and shit?
Yeah, you know, Pen of Life Music. Y'all can find us on YouTube, Pen of Life Music Group. That's PEN, the number 2, Life Music Group. We working, you know what I'm saying? We taking our time with it, pretty much, you know what I'm saying? Little bro, Jay Huss.
Right,
he got something about to drop off. He about to shoot a new video.
Shout out to Pen of Life and Jay Huss. And the question you raised was, what's the difference between friends and associates?
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying?
Speak on that. What do you think the difference is between friends and associates?
It's a big difference, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand that you being my friend and being my associate is two different things. Like, so.
Right.
My associate is somebody who I just associate with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We might hold a conversation here or there. Or I might see you here or there. You know what I'm saying? My friend is somebody who's always consistently coming through it.
Day one.
Yeah, you know, not every day once. You know what I'm saying? You can't even say day one. You feel what I'm saying? Like, just somebody who's straight 100. You know what I'm saying? The
right.
associate is like a 40, 50%er.
Right.
Your friend gonna be 100%. You know what I'm saying? They got your back through whatever. Even if they know you wrong, they still got your back. That's what a friend is. You feel what I mean?
Yeah, but also that friend got to let you know when you off your square too, though.
Yeah, but it depends on how they come and let you off too. Like, you don't never tell your friend in front of somebody else that they wrong. You always tell them,
right.
You ride with your friend through whatever, and then when y'all get behind closed doors, hey boy, that wasn't cool, or
right.
hey, you know, you should have did this way. You know what I'm saying? You'll never out them in front of the other person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I see that all the time on social media, to where these rappers, they make these bonds with people that they meet in the industry, and something will happen or something will go down, and those people won't have their back, or them people will turn on them, and then it's a big ass mess, because at one point they thought they was their friends, but as it turns out, they was just their associates.
Yeah, I mean, and not just rappers, that's everyday life. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
right.
People do that shit every day. Motherfucker gonna turn their back on you if they ain't your homie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or your friend. If they ain't your friend, they gonna turn their back. You gonna see their true colors eventually. You gonna see what they true initiative was to even befriend you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And like I said, I mean, the thing that people have to understand is that you gotta put that time in and make sure that person really is your friend, because as people grow and evolve and they start seeing shit in a different light and they switch up on you, you gotta realize that that's your fault, because you was the one out the gate calling them your friend or your brother or sister or whatever, and then when they switch up on you, you kind of in the dark, because you like, well, damn, why he do this and why he do that? Well, I think it's because you didn't give the relationship enough time to develop. You know, you out the gate talking about, this is my friend, and then you see that he on some different shit. Well, now you mad, but you got to do your due diligence, though. You can't just throw that label around so lightly on people and be like, just because we had a beer together, just because we kicked it together a few times, or because we worked together, you know, now that's my friend. No, that's not your friend. That's just somebody who is in the process of becoming your friend.
That's true. You know what I'm
Straight up.
saying? Like you do got to do your homework on people. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily your homework. You got to pay attention to people because it's not that they switched up or nothing. It's they just showing you just seeing they real colors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You like with me, I give everybody respect at the gate. You know what I'm saying? So with me giving you respect, I'm gonna give you that chance to either stand on it or you gonna fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
So and a lot of motherfuckers will fuck it up, and when they fuck it up, they start looking at me funny like, oh, why you? I'm not acting different. I'm just acting according to you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying? People don't realize, friend or not, any type of relationship you in, they're gonna have fallouts. You feel
Of
what I mean?
course, yeah.
So it's the
That's human
fallout.
nature.
The fallout is what to me is what determine where we at. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the
So
test, yeah.
you know what I mean? Like we can be buddy. That's my dog, whatever. Woo. And as soon as we fall out, you know what I'm saying? We won't talk to each other no more. Now, all right, you
Right.
want my dog for real? You know what I'm saying? But
Right. But
a
you can
real-
come back from that though, right?
I don't know about that, boy.
I mean, we had
you can come
our
back. You can come
issues.
back from a fallout. It depends on how long you take to come back. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
if you my real dog, we gonna fall out. And I ain't saying it gotta be the next day, the hour, or nothing. But we ain't gonna go. We not gonna go a whole month without saying something to each other. You feel what I'm saying?
Right,
Like we
right.
gonna. It's gonna be some kind of initiation in there between the both of us, cause like that's how you gonna feel that chemistry there. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You can't push that away. No matter how much you try, you gonna be like, all right, I might have fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Or he might have fucked up, but he ain't know he fucked up. But that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna look
Right.
out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go say something. I'm gonna be the bigger man to go say something to you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's the difference. Like a lot of people get it confused. Like you said, out the gate they like, oh, that's my friend.
Yeah, and that's a good point you make, because the one thing I definitely wanted to address was that we see so many times on social media where people click that friend button and all of a sudden they think that they got 5,000 friends or whatever, but to me them is just associates, and I'm like, why do they even call them friends out the gate? I mean, you might know some people, you might have went to school with them, or they might be relatives or whatever, but a lot of them cats, you just know them from knowing somebody who knows them.
See, and a lot of people get that. Like I said, a lot of people figure that out because y'all two friends, and that's my friend, that we're friends. And that's where, even with social media, whatever, that's where it come in like, oh, well, you was supposed to. No, I ain't got to come through for you. You ain't my friend. Ooh,
Right.
we ain't did nothing together. You ain't come to my kid's birthday party.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, let's take this shit just a little tiny bit deeper. And my question to you is, why do we feel the need to put labels on people? Why do we feel the need to distinguish friends from associates? What's the purpose behind that?
Because you need to know who your real friends is, who your people is. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but
you don't feel like, you don't think that you should have labels on your friends and associates?
the thing is, once you put that label on them, then you basically testing them at that point. Because if we just cool and we hanging out and there ain't no labels, I ain't saying this is my friend so and so or this is my boy or whatever. If y'all just hanging out and doing y'all thing or whatever,
That's an associate then, right?
it's an associate. But at some point, why do they become friends? Why don't you just keep it at associate? That way, there's no expectations.
Well,
Why do we put expectations on each other, I guess is my question.
I don't think that we put expectations. Well, I don't put expectations on my friends. You know what I'm saying? Like if you my friend, it's a genuine thing. It's not. I'm not expecting you to do nothing. It's something that's felt. You know what I'm saying? It's a connection. Like regardless of who you is. You know what I mean? Like you gonna show me who you is at the end of the day.
Right.
Like I can go in genuine and be like, oh, this a good dude. You know what I'm saying? And over time, you will show me if you're a good dude or not. So that's how
Exactly.
that's how you get categorized. You know, so it's not necessarily like we started working 4 years ago. Oh, you about to be my friend? Nah, that's what we did that in kindergarten. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We did that in grade school and all that, but we grown. So it's all right. I'm gonna introduce you with respect. You know what I'm saying? Introduce myself with respect. You know what I'm saying? Expect the same thing from you. You give me that. All right, cool, dude, cool. You know what I'm saying? Over
Right.
time, it's gonna evolve and show me if you cool, if you ain't. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't necessarily I'm putting a label on you. It's just if you genuine, you gonna fall into my friend. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't genuine, you gonna stay on the outside. You know what I mean?
And a lot of times too, people may have fucked up ways, and that don't necessarily mean that you can't be their friends. To me, that just means that you need to take a little more time and get an understanding of who you really fucking with, who that person really is. Because sometimes those first couple of months or those first couple of meetings or whatever, that person might be one way, and like I said, something might change, and it may make them change. And like I said, you know, we throw that word friend around loosely sometime because, you know, we trying to get, and that's why I asked the question, because I think sometimes, especially with today's youth, they throw that friend label around loosely because they trying to get clout and they trying to get a little, you know, following, so that when some shit do go down, they like, well, he's my friend, he got my back, she's my friend, they got my back, or whatever, when they ain't really took that time to really make sure, yeah, that cat, he really gonna hold me down in this situation. And that's what you see a lot. These cats is forming these artificial bonds, and when the shit's on, when the heat's on, you know, they end up by themselves because they throwing that friendship around too loosely. So I myself, I like to sit back and really pay attention to a person. So even if he mess up and get off his square, I can still say, well, I knew that was expected because I know this cat. You know, so I'm not gonna hold that against them because I actually did my homework, and that's all I'm saying to these young cats out here. Do your homework on these cats, man. Don't just sit up there just because y'all wear the same colors, y'all repping the same shit or like the same music.
It ain't just the young cats. You gotta speak to everybody in general.
For sure.
Because
but I'm just saying we trying to send a public service announcement out to these young
that's
cats.
what I'm saying.
Man.
But when you send that message out, you gotta speak to everybody in general because it ain't just the young cats. You know what I'm saying? We like when I was growing up, I picked up from the older cats from me. You know what I'm saying? So that's where you gotta start at. You can't just jump in. Oh, it's the young cat. Nah, they didn't pick it up from somewhere else. Everybody else around this motherfucker been friendly, so they gonna be friendly too. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, bottom line, I guess what we saying is that you need to do your homework before you start considering people your friend, because that's what leads to all the disappointment and all the falling out when you're trying to put that label on people way too fast.
Wait. No. It ain't that. First thing
You don't
first.
think so?
Nah, first thing is stop putting so much into people. That's,
Well, yeah,
that's
I was gonna get to that, but
that's where
you're
the problem
absolutely
lies. That's the bottom line. If I put everything into you, when you fuck up, like you're going to, because it's human nature to fuck up, I'm gonna be pissed the fuck off. Versus me, or you allow me, you know what I'm saying, to be able to fuck up. It's how I come back off of the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? It might not necessarily be a personal fuck up with you. It's a personal fuck up with, like I said, you being my dog, you be like, hey, boy, come on, let me holler at you. That was wrong.
Right.
It's how I rebound off of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It ain't how, because we all gonna fuck up. It's point blank period. Like, nobody knows nothing to this life.
And that was the point I was making earlier, is that when you put that label of friend on somebody, you extending that trust to that person, to where you saying that even if you do fuck up, you know, we still good money. And that's all I was saying, is that do your homework and make sure you know who you messing with, because like you said, people gon' mess up. That's just human nature.
Yeah.
They gonna let you down and they gonna betray you or whatever, because that's just human nature. But if you take the time to get to know who you really messing with, then you can kind of mitigate the damages and y'all can survive it.
That's true.
That's
But
all,
how-
that's the only point I was trying to make is
How
that,
you know who you truly messing with?
I mean, I know who I'm truly messing with because I did my homework. Straight up, I'm gonna do my homework, and I'm that cat that I'm gonna lay in the cut when somebody new comes around. I'm not gonna be running up on them and be like, hey, how you doing or whatever. I'm gonna let him do his thing and let him marinate for a little while, and then when the time is right or a situation come up to where we need to cross paths, then that's when I'm gonna holler at him. But I'm not rushing out to make friends with nobody.
I mean,
Straight up.
you ain't supposed to. I mean, and that's where people fuck up at. Like,
Exactly.
oh, Dave is popular, so I want to be Dave's friend. You know what I'm saying? That's how people is. Like, I want to be Dave's friend because Dave is popping on social media or popping in whatever. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? So I gotta be
Frenemies.
Dave's friend. there you go.
Frenemies, yeah.
There you
That's
go.
the exact definition of it. They using you to get ahead or fulfill an agenda when they really ain't fucking with you outside of that, of just becoming more popular or getting tied in with a certain group of people, And ain't nothing wrong with frenemies. It ain't nothing wrong with frenemies, but you got to be able to recognize them, though.
If your friends, like your dogs, your friends ain't empowering you or uplifting you, them ain't your friends. You feel me?
Right.
Like if they ain't, if I can't come to you and be like, Dave, you fucked up, but this is, you know what I'm saying, and you don't take it in a hating way, you ain't, you know what I'm saying, you ain't my dog.
Right.
Because I'm with you in the forefront. But behind it, hey, look, next time nigga do it like this.
Right.
What's the old saying? What is it? Iron sharpen iron?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And also, don't do as I do as I motherfucking tell you to. No, but yeah, that's real spit, man. And we're gonna go ahead and shut it down. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You got my boy Chuck here. This is
Yeah.
DJ Buddy Light, BLE Studios Entertainment. Be checking on social media, YouTube, Facebook for new content dropping weekly. And with that, we out, man. But before I go, you want to give a shout out?
I got to shout out at the beginning of the show.
I know, but I'm gonna give you one more chance to shout.
I
Some
need no more shout out. My dogs know who they is.